My name is Adam, or Fox, and welcome to a Quickie with Daedalus No Escape. This is an indie top-down shooter which is heavily inspired by Quake and Unreal style FPSs. However, instead of being an FPS, this is a top-down asymmetrical viewpoint shooter. Now, immediately I want to say that this is actually from what's considered the classic perspective, where you move around with WASD and control which direction you point with your mouse. This is what I preferred. It standard comes in the FPS quote-unquote perspective, which actually rotates the camera as you move your mouse instead of having having the camera completely static. I just couldn't get used to this, so I put it in classic mode. This is actually a really interesting game idea that I really like, and I'm kind of looking forward to when the multiplayer is more prevalent. At the moment, I don't believe it's actually out yet, but at the moment there was no multiplayer matches going on. However, I will maybe try to get a hold of a couple copies for friends and I to play with and do some multiplayer matches on. But I mainly played against bots, and you run around the map and you can only, you can see a huge chunk of the map at a time, but your actual visibility is of course determined by which direction your character's looking and what walls are in your way. And so the way that the perspective and vision looking, or sight, I don't know the word I'm looking for, the visibility of enemy players reminds me a lot of another indie game called Of Guards and Thieves, which I actually haven't made a video on yet. I kind of need to. But it's a similar style game. It's a top-down shooter, kind of more Counter-Strike inspired. But it does have its own unique twist on it, and it is a lot of fun. Like I said, it is very Quake Unreal inspired, so it does have double kill, triple kill, ultra kill, rampage, things like that, with a kind of cool announcer. It would be really nice, wink wink developers, if I could do a secondary voiceover set for it, wink wink.
Double kill! Triple kill! Unstoppable!
It's a lot of fun, and instead of being like Of Guards and Thieves, which is very Counter-Strike based, instead of being about precise shooting so much, it is about area damage. So you have your rocket launchers, you have some plasma energy based weapons, and so it's more about being somewhat precise but just getting big chunks of damage in a specific area. So like the rocket launcher, you can do a lot of damage and potentially even kill someone without actually hitting them with the rocket. You just get a lot of splash damage on them. And a lot of the weapons, when they have such a wide spread of attack, what you can really do is just try to get the enemy within your spread of bullet spam. There is of course a railgun, which has a cooldown on it and is very hard to aim, and so there's some precise shooting with that, but that again is the same in Unreal and Quake. It is a lot of fun. The only major complaint that I had about it is when I was recording, if the frame rate looks a little bit choppy, the highest I could get it to record was 40 frames per second. It ran at a solid 60, but even with VSync off, I couldn't make it go above 60. And when I was recording, it would only record at a smooth 40 frames per second. Literally, I turned everything down and only got up to 41, so I don't entirely know what's going on there, but other than that, the game looks really good. I love the art style for it. Some of the particles and lighting for it is really, really cool, and it's just a nice little game. I really, like I said, I want to get some friends together and try some multiplayer lobbies. But that's basically my first impressions of Daedalus No Escape indie game, and top-down isometrical, not asymmetrical, isometrical shooter. This has been a Quickie with it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Let me know what games you would like to see me check out in the comment section down below, and what you think about Daedalus if you've seen it or played it. And otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video. My name's been Adam Fox. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Epos and Chew. Let's play together. If you enjoyed the video, consider clicking on the screen to contribute to our Patreon campaign. To watch another video, click on one of the video annotations on the screen above. Links are also provided to our website, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. See you next time.